random stranger's journey. So I'm gonna be driving for a few hours, maybe 5 hours or so. So driving to the Princeton airport now to pick up somebody. Let's get it. But yeah, this weekend has been pretty awesome. Got to spend quality time with the wifers, so that's always nice. And now I'm going to be driving over Finnegan's Lane. I've never been to the Princeton airport. I didn't even know there was an airport here. So that's cool. But yeah, always excited about this stuff. Man, my arm's sore from doing 400 push-ups and 600 squats this week. I guess I'm like not in tip-top shape, so I'm pretty sore, pretty wild. So today I'm gonna be hanging out with the in-laws, or having dinner with my parents-in-law. Last week I was able to see my family, so that was nice. Visited my sister, or saw my sister, my brother-in-law, and now I'm headed to, got 14 minutes left. Let's see, Princeton Airport, cool. Alright, so let's see.
And if that doesn't work out, remember, it's not you, it's me. So let's start by actually looking at the narcissist, which if we really stop and think about it for a second, taking things personally is a feature of narcissism, right? So I want y'all to think about the people in your life that you know who are narcissistic. Thankfully, one of the interesting positive sides for the skyrocketing rate of narcissism that we see due to things like the internet is now at least everyone has seen a narcissist. And maybe you are a little bit narcissistic. It's what the internet and social media is doing to us. We all watch videos on the internet because we want to change. The problem is that even though we keep watching them, we don't necessarily change. I want to talk to you all about our coaching program. And if you're not interested, just jump forward 20 seconds and get straight to the video. But if you're someone who is ready to actually make change, if you want to see outcomes in 6, 8, 12 weeks, if you guys are struggling with problems like career stuff, burnout stuff, social skills, low self-esteem, if you're trying to motivate yourself to actually act, that's what we built a coaching program for. Check out the link in the description below to see how coaching can help you. And now
well, it's a little too close. Let me see.
So here's the narcissist. I guess they are green. And what happens is, let's say that you are over here and you say to the narcissist, hey, I don't like this thing that you do, right? So let's say that you have a narcissist who always shows up drunk. They're drinking all the time. This is a bottle of beer. It looks like lipstick. Look, y'all don't watch me for the art, okay? So let's say they always show up drunk, and you tell the narcissistic person, hey, I don't like this thing that you are doing. And how does the narcissistic person respond? The narcissistic person is like, oh my God, I don't know what I can do to make you happy. I've tried everything. I do everything. They take it so personally, right? They're like, I've tried everything. I don't know how to make you happy. Like, this is a relationship that I can't win in. They play the victim card. And instead of focusing on this problem over here,
beautiful day out.
Personally, this is a defect of them as
driving in my
person.
Tesla.
And if it becomes a defect of them as a person, they don't actually fix this, right? That's like what happens with the narcissistic defense mechanism, is that they start playing the victim and then they never actually have to create their behavior. They start saying all this crap, they make you feel guilty, and they never actually change because they don't understand that the problem is over here. And instead, you know, they sort of make the problem over here. And this is exactly the problem with taking things personally. Now let's flip things around. So let's say that you are going through a breakup with someone, and the person says, it's not you, it's me. And if they say the problem isn't you, it's me, and you take that personally, where do you think the problem is? The problem is over here, right? And you're like, oh my God, like, what did I do wrong?
Oh man, okay, I guess it's gonna be reaction time today. So, this guy, his name, it's a Healthy Gamer GG. He's like a famous YouTuber that has like a crap ton of followers. He brings up a good point, which is, most of us, it's easier to blame other people for our problems. In my particular case, oh, well, let me blame my wife, let me blame my mom, let me blame my sisters, my uncle, whatever, right? If we keep noticing that we're blaming everyone else and we never take responsibility, then the problem is usually within. I'll be more specific. So when I was working at a bunch of these companies, I'll be even more specific. So when I was at TriNet, I was like, oh, my boss, he's mean. Like he suggested I should take like testosterone shots because I'm not aggressive enough, or I left Udemy because I didn't get along with my boss, or I left WorldCo Computer Resources because I was like, oh, my boss is racist. It's like, hey, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? Because I think it's easier for Rohan. Nice to see you again. The reason why I'm mentioning all of this is because I think as human beings, we love to blame everyone else but ourselves. But we're the ones that have to live with ourselves, right? So, like in my particular case, and maybe you could find something in it for you, is I had like 30 different jobs in my lifetime. Well, it's not an I love how you have to say I'm just kidding. Well, this is God honest truth though, because I want to mention this because I do think we all like to blame other people. So, hey, thank you for the like, Rohan, appreciate you. And how do you pronounce your name? Awaz. Nice to see you. It's good to see new people join us and participate in the chat like a human being. Thank you. So I know it's not just random bots coming in and out. The reason why I'm mentioning this, Rohan, is because when I growing up, I was like, oh, let me blame my dad for not being around in my life. Oh, let me blame my mom for being so mean to me, that's messing with my confidence. It's like, well, yeah, my dad, yes, I'm not condoning he should have hit me, or with my mom, I'm not condoning she should chase me around with a broom when I was younger. But I was the one that was being a bad kid, right? That's why she's chasing me around. I was the one that so with my dad more specifically, like I was the one that's being super sensitive, right? Like I'm not the only kid in the world has ever been hit by their dad. Like there's probably like millions and millions of kids that have been hit by their dad, right? But the thing that made it worse is I was blaming him, and I was like, oh, he's a horrible human being, like he sucks, like he doesn't blah blah blah. Like it was all about him, but in reality it's up to me as well, right? Like I can choose to focus all of my energy and attention on, oh, my dad's such a horrible human being, like he doesn't deserve my love, blah blah blah, like he sucks, he's a piece of crap, like he's a piece of shit. If it's so much harder to look at ourselves and be like, oh, well, who was I being that made that possible? In my case, oh, I was being with my boss at TriNet. Oh, I was the one that was not closing as much deals as I possibly could. So that's why he's like, hey, you need to be more aggressive. You need to be more assertive. You need to be more direct, or work on your conflict management skills and stuff like that. So he was trying to help me. He was trying to help me make more money. Yes, does it make him more money? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, he's trying to help me out. So natural rule, mistakes happen when a person grow up. Wee! yeah. This is true, Rohan. Mistakes happen. But yeah, so this is a topic. This is a topic that's interesting. All right, so we're 8 minutes away from picking up this guy named at the Princeton Airport. Let's check it out. I think I drove past this airport the other day. But yeah, this is super early in the morning. It's 8:15 a.m. right now. So he probably this drive was 20 minutes away, and I think I'm driving him. Gosh, if I was to guess, it's probably gonna be a half an hour drive. So I'm excited. Make some money today. Let's do this. Always a good time. So I'm driving in Princeton right now. A lot of construction. It's funny because we're going to Princeton later. So my in-laws live in like in the Princeton area, and I always called it the boonies. So for those of you who don't know what boonies is, it's what in the U.S. is what we call like really secluded areas, like a lot of farmlands and away from civilization essentially. And I'm driving over to the boonies, and the reality is it's actually very beautiful. So even though I make fun of all like green and there's like nothing around, it's actually kind of peaceful every once in a while. So funny enough, eventually I do want to buy a house in this area because there's just like a lot more hiking. I'm not forgetting anything. I am not forgetting anything? What do you mean, Rohan? Can you elaborate on that? Hopefully the sound quality is good. Yesterday my wife and I were playing video games for like 5-6 hours. It was amazing. We got up to level 71 on Diablo. So we were able to get to the highest level, like the hardest level of Diablo, because 100's the highest. So when you reach level 70, you can do basically level 4, which is like torment mode, which is like really difficult. So I'm proud of ourselves. Does that mean we're addicted to video games? Maybe. But it's been fun. We've been playing video games. And the key is to not make yourself guilty that you're playing video games. Like, it's all good, and it's actually healthy. Not healthy, but it's actually good to have an escape away from working so hard all the time. So, giving myself that grace. Alright, 7 minutes away. So Rohan, how was your day? Happy Sunday. Let me see, let me guess what time it is over there. It is, wait, +4. This is how I do it, +4. So 5:48 p.m. right now. So kind of somewhat towards the end of your day. What'd you do today? What did you eat? Anything cool? Did you eat some dosas? And we're watching. Okay, let's continue because this topic is interesting.
Like, I knew I'm pathetic. I know that you're seeing someone else, like whatever kinds of negative thoughts happen. But you internalize the problem. That's what it means to take something personally. Now, this creates a huge problem because sometimes you're actually right and there is a problem. But even in this case, you don't know what that problem is, right? Because they're not saying, this is the reason I'm breaking up with you, that there's an external reason over here. They're actually saying that the problem is not you at all. So even in the event that the problem does lie with you, you still don't know what it is and you can't really take corrective action. There's another devastating possibility, which is that this person is actually being honest. That they are going through some stuff in their life right now where they're not ready for a relationship. There really is nothing wrong with you. And then what happens is you feel bad, and the other problem is that there's no corrective action to take. See, if you're dating someone and they no longer want to be with you because of shit that they're going through, there's nothing you can do to actually fix it.
What up?
So there's no corrective action, so there's no improvement that you can make, but you feel bad, and then you will further rack your brain. Thinking, what is wrong? What is wrong? What is wrong? What do I need to fix? What do I need to fix? What do I need to fix?
Notice America has a lot of flags.
Leads to low self-esteem, which in turn leads to more narcissistic defense mechanisms, right? There's not actually anything to fix because the problem isn't within you. But the moment that you take it personally, you beat yourself up, the problem is you don't really know what to fix, and this becomes a huge problem. So, what is the alternative? So this is what I work with my patients, which is what we actually want to do is accept the appropriate responsibility. Let's say that I go for an interview at Google, and there's LeetCode interview. The skill is LeetCode, and then prospective employer. I go to the interview and they say, sorry, you don't get the job. Now, in this situation, I have two choices. I can take things personally. Oh my God, I knew I wasn't cut out for this. I really suck at this. Like, oh my God, like you take it personally, right? The defect is within you. It is a part of your identity.
Almost here.
It is an identity defect.
Arfa,
and this is exactly how narcissists feel, by the way, right? So
what's up, Arfa? Nice to see you. We got your brother Rohan here as well, so we got the whole crew. So I'm 2 minutes away from picking up a guy named Charles. It's gonna be I think it might be a 30-minute drive. So let's see. Hopefully he's open to. Yesterday we were good. We had one person that didn't speak English, but for the most part everyone was cool with it. Oh, there was a guy I drove who, unfortunately, was going to a funeral, so he wanted to process. So he didn't want to be recorded because he said he looks like a mess. But he was a gay guy who moved to Seattle, who was really cool. We had a decent conversation. He was like, oh, thank you so much for talking. It made me not have to think so much about my brother's funeral as much, or his death. So it was nice meeting you. We keep sharing knowledge and tell us what's happening in life these days. Yeah, so whoa, what is this? A lot of construction. Not sure if they're building more at the airport. Airport Road. Huh. This might be the smallest airport I've ever seen. Whoa, it's like a mini plane. Huh. Yo, bro, Rohan, bro. Whoa, learn how to fly here. What? That's kind of cool. Maybe I'll learn how to fly one day. Aw. You guys are truly like brothers and sisters. Alright, let's check this out. Let's see Charles. Picking up Charles. Wonder. Start Uber X. Whoa.
In a quarter-mile, pick up Charles on the right.
What's good? Are you talking about Aniket? Oh, here we go. Okay, so we're almost here. Alright. Oh, wow. This airport, it only has like a few cars. Interesting. Whoa. Brand new cars. Huh. Oh, there he is.
Head to your drop-off at Mercer County Park. Make a U-turn to stay on Airpark Road.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hi, how are you?
Great, thanks. How about you?
Good. Cool. Navigate to Mercer County Park. So I wanted to this is, I know it's probably different, but I usually interview the people that I drive. No, not.
I'm media myself, so I'm always.
Oh, you're always it's usually like, it's nothing like, it's just like, what are some advice you would give to your younger self, like stuff like that. So nothing like too,
Harder.
But oh, so you're open to it?
No, I don't want to do it.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Are you doing it for a project? Are you doing?
So I have this thing called the 1,000 Strangers Journey, where let me make the temperature.
No, it's fine.
Let me U-turn. 1,000 Strangers Journey, where I just show people, you never know who you're gonna meet, and then usually you learn something interesting from the people you meet.
Are you gonna publish?
Huh?
Are you gonna publish it?
Oh, I have a bunch of books and stuff like that. Yeah.
I love that. A long time ago, I had a buddy who was, could have been a great writer, but like didn't have ideas. And this is all pre-internet, pre-Uber. And I said, why don't you get a gig as a tow truck driver? Because you will meet people in unexpected moments in their lives. Like no one expects to break down.
Yeah.
And in our crisis moments, sometimes we're more open. We bond with strangers.
That's true. Yeah, I guess you can say that's kind of what happened. I was doing some soul searching because I was making like a lot of money in tech. But I was like not happy because I realized it was all like extrinsically motivated. And I wanted to like just do things that I wanted and not just to like make others like happy.
Yep.
So that's why I went on this like journey, and then I went up to like 1,000 random people and just started asking them like deep questions about life and stuff like that.
Did you grow up in this area?
Yeah. I grew up in, I went to Rutgers.
My dad went to Rutgers.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I loved Rutgers, honestly. It was a good time. A lot of socializing. Yeah. Yeah, but okay, so this is actually live streaming, so do you want me to turn it off? I just want to respect your
Yeah, actually, if you wouldn't mind.